Brianna Alexandria Maitland was born on October 8, 1986, and raised in rural Vermont. Described by friends and family as a determined and spirited individual, she had a unique blend of independence and charm. Despite her petite frame, she was a fierce competitor in jiu-jitsu and dreamed of making something extraordinary of her life. But as with many teenagers, her path wasn't without challenges. Brianna had recently moved out of her parents' home in Sheldon, Vermont, and was living with a close friend in nearby Montgomery. She was working part-time at the Black Lantern Inn while completing her high school diploma through a GED program. Though outwardly cheerful, those close to her sensed she had been under pressure in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. Just a month earlier, Brianna had been involved in a physical altercation with another young woman, reportedly over jealousy. The fight left Brianna shaken, though she downplayed its significance. The night Brianna vanished March 19, 2004, began as an ordinary day. Brianna had taken her GED exam earlier in the afternoon, accompanied by her mother, Kelly. After the test, the pair ran errands together, including shopping for a gift for a friend. Kelly later recounted how, while leaving one of the stores, Brianna seemed distracted. She stared intently at something, or someone, outside the window. When her mother asked if she was okay, Brianna dismissed it, saying she was tired. Later that evening, Brianna went to work at the Black Lantern Inn. Her shift ended around 11:20 p.m., and she told coworkers she was heading home to prepare for an SAT prep course the next morning. But she never made it. The discovery of Brianna's car the following morning, March 20th, a passerby noticed a car lodged in an unusual position against an old barn along Route 118, approximately a mile from the Black Lantern Inn. The vehicle, a green 1985 Oldsmobile sedan, belonged to Brianna. It appeared as though the car had been backed into the barn deliberately or under forceful circumstances. Inside, authorities found her uncashed paycheck, 2 partially consumed water bottles, her contact lenses, and other personal belongings. Adding to the mystery, the car doors were unlocked, and there was no sign of a struggle at the scene. Initially, police believed the car was abandoned by a driver who had experienced car trouble or had left the scene voluntarily. But when Brianna's parents reported her missing 2 days later, it became clear something more sinister may have occurred. The investigation begins. The early days of the investigation were plagued by missteps. Police initially treated Brianna as a possible runaway, delaying critical search efforts. It wasn't until her family pushed for more action that authorities began treating her disappearance as suspicious. Witnesses soon came forward with strange accounts. Several individuals reported seeing Brianna's car at the barn as early as midnight on March 19, just minutes after her shift ended. One witness even claimed to have seen headlights near the vehicle, suggesting someone else may have been there. Despite these leads, no one reported seeing Brianna herself that night. Strange theories and mysterious clues. As the case gained media attention, theories began to circulate. Abduction by a stranger. One of the most prominent theories is that Brianna was abducted, possibly by someone who followed her after she left work. The isolated location of her car suggests she may have been ambushed or coerced. A personal vendetta. Some have speculated that Brianna's disappearance may be connected to the fight she was involved in weeks earlier. The altercation reportedly caused tensions in her social circle, though no direct link has ever been found. Drug-related incident. During the early 2000s, Vermont was grappling with a rise in drug-related crimes. Some theories suggest Brianna may have unintentionally become involved with dangerous individuals in the area. A connection to other missing persons cases. Brianna's case has often been compared to the disappearance of Maura Murray, another young woman who vanished in New Hampshire just weeks before. While the similarities are striking, no evidence has emerged to connect the two cases. The haunting barn scene. The image of Brianna's car against the barn remains a haunting symbol of her disappearance. Online forums and amateur sleuths have dissected the scene for years, debating whether the car's position was staged or the result of a struggle. In 2006, investigators revealed that DNA evidence had been recovered from the car. However, the sample did not match any known suspects, leaving this potential clue as yet another dead end. Leads that went nowhere. Over the years, the case has seen numerous developments, many of them frustratingly inconclusive. In 2012, a tip led authorities to search a nearby farm, but no evidence was found. A similar search was conducted in 2019 after rumors circulated about a makeshift grave on private property. Again, nothing was discovered. In 2022, renewed attention was brought to the case with the advancement of DNA technology. Investigators remain hopeful that modern forensic techniques may eventually provide answers. Brianna's family's fight for justice for Brianna's parents, Bruce and Kelly Maitland, the pain of not knowing has been unimaginable. Despite their grief, they have become fierce advocates for missing persons, founding the nonprofit Private Investigations for the Missing in 2017. Their organization helps other families facing similar tragedies, providing resources and support to ensure their loved ones are not forgotten. The Maitlands remain convinced that someone in their community knows what happened to Brianna, and they refuse to give up hope. The lingering questions: what happened to Brianna Maitland on that cold March night? Was she abducted, harmed by someone she knew, or the victim of a tragic accident? Nearly 20 years later, her disappearance continues to baffle investigators and haunt her loved ones. As time goes on, the hope of finding her alive may fade, but the search for answers never will. A call for information: the FBI and Vermont State Police urge anyone with information about Brianna's case to come forward. Even the smallest detail could break this case wide open. If you know something, or think you know something, please contact authorities. For Brianna's family, friends, and the countless others who have been touched by her story, closure is long overdue.